Hey everybody, it's Dan Sfera. Welcome back to theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Thank you so much for checking it out. If you're on YouTube, thank you first of all for watching. Subscribe and go tell somebody about this channel. I need more subscribers. If you're on the website and you're not already on my email list, make sure you get on there. Sometimes I get in a jovial mood and want to give things out, so I'll email all my subscribers and I'll have like different contests, or sometimes you don't even have to do anything. I just give stuff away to the first 10 people who reply to an email. That's one way I like to stay engaged with you guys. So subscribe. I'll also keep you updated. I only send about one email a month on average. I keep you updated on what's going on in the industry, the latest happenings, things I may be working on that you might find interesting. So check that out. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's get into today's question. And you can send all your questions to Dan at theclinicaltrialsguru.com. That's Dan at theclinicaltrialsguru.com. I'll keep you anonymous. Today's question is in regards to Medicare cost analysis, and it's coming from someone who's asking me to talk a little bit about Medicare and how it pertains to research studies. So here's the one thing. There's two things I know about Medicare. When you're negotiating a contract with a sponsor, they're going to know the Medicare reimbursement rates. So let's take a physical exam as an example. Let's say Medicare in your area reimburses $90 for a physical. The sponsor is going to know this, or they're going to ask you for that. The reason is, if Medicare is only reimbursing $90, they don't want to be reimbursing you $300 for the same procedure. So this is the case for every single procedure in a clinical trial, and you can thank the Sunshine Act for this. Darshan and I have discussed this numerous times. For those of you who don't know, Darshan's an attorney and a pharmacist who's an expert in clinical research, and we've discussed the Sunshine Act numerous times on this blog. So just go to the blog if you want to learn more about the Sunshine Act and type in Sunshine Act. There's hours of videos about the Sunshine Act. So that's Medicare from one perspective. Now, Medicare from another perspective is whenever a study participant is in your clinical trial, their insurance, whether it be Medicare or whether it be a private insurance, is never to be billed. They're not to be billed at all for seeing the doctor in your clinic. They're not to be billed at all for getting an MRI, an X-ray, blood draws from another lab. Even if it's a third-party vendor providing the services, make sure they are not billing your study participants, because they can actually get in trouble. So here's the proper procedure. All the procedures done in your clinic are, of course, paid for by the sponsor. They reimburse you for doing that, so you shouldn't even ask for a patient's insurance. Now, a third-party vendor might do that. Let's say you have to send your study participant out to get an MRI or an X-ray. They may ask for your study participant's insurance information. At this point, you got to tell them, and usually you have to negotiate a contract with them and say, hey, no, we, the research clinic, are going to be paying for these costs. The study participant's Medicare or insurance is not to be billed. And be careful with this. A lot of hospitals a couple years ago, especially for inpatient studies that were requiring study participants to have overnight stays in the inpatient units, were billing Medicare or the study participant's private insurance, and they were also receiving payments, reimbursement from the research site for those same bed days. So effectively they were getting paid twice for the same bed day, and Medicare soon found out and imposed heavy fines on not just the hospital, but on the sponsors, the pharmaceutical companies sponsoring the trials, and even the research clinics. Probably had some penalties to pay. I don't know details on that, but I know the sponsors definitely got reprimanded and fined, and the hospitals for sure got fined, and the research clinics, for the research clinics that were involved, it was probably a harsh reminder of how strict the government is sometimes when it comes to double billing, and as they should be. So that's what I know about Medicare. That's what I think you should know about Medicare and research. There is one exception in oncology studies. Sometimes the services that are not directly related to the research trial but are still needed for the study participant to actually be able to stay alive, those can get billed through Medicare. Those procedures only can get billed through Medicare or private insurance. But for the most part, most of the study procedures are paid for and reimbursed by the drug company. Hopefully this helps. Let me know if you can think of any other reasons why Medicare should be involved when it comes to clinical research. I'd love to hear from you guys. Dan from theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Keep your questions coming and subscribe. Thank you.